I'm here with my friends from Guitar Center, and I'm checking out the Line 6 Catalyst CX60 amp. I'm a touring musician from LA, and most recently I've been working with Conan Gray, and last year I was out on the road with boygenius. Back in 2022, I was running my guitar through Line 6's Helix, and what's cool about this amp is it has some Helix derived tones that have been really fun to play with. With this 60-watt amp, you have a bunch of different features. You have the EQ settings, of course, and then you have built-in effects, which vary from modulation, reverb, delay, even some pitch effects. This amp has a built-in tuner, which makes it so easy to just tune on the fly. And then you have 12 different amp modelers to choose from. There's 6 new amps. We're gonna go through group 2 and check out the clean tone first. So it's super pristine. It's just a straight up clean tone. Let's see what that sounds like with a little bit of verb. I think with a clean tone, I can use it in basically any genre of music, and especially just like smoother melodic lines, and for songwriting too, you know, just playing chords or something. Just sounds super great. Let's check out the new boutique amp, and I'm gonna add a little bit of chorus in. So to add in some effects, all I had to do was push a button. It's that easy. Up here on the top right, you have your tap tempo, but next to those, you can choose each effects channel. So over here, I have the chorus dialed in, and here I have the reverb. Next, let's check out the new Chime amp. Yeah, so overall, it still sounds like a super clean tone, just a little more chimey, you know, you have some nice highs in there. And in fact, let's see what that sounds like with my pickup on the bridge. So it just feels super bright and really resonant. I think this would be really cool in a pop setting, you know, playing sort of just like chords just like I was doing. It's really nice how I can just switch between amps so easily, like just turning the knob and I'm on a completely different setting. Let's check out the new Crunch amp, and I'm gonna add in a pick. So with the Crunch, you could hear there's more of a bite to it. It's a little more dirty, but still you can hear that clean presence under it. Let's see what this would sound like with a phaser on top. Next, let's go to the new dynamic amp. I'm gonna go back to a chorus. So So not only does this amp have the effects built in, but you also have the ability to make presets. So what's great is you can have easy access to all the tones you need in a set list. So let's say you need to go from a really dirty tone to a clean tone right after and in the next song. It's so easy with this amp. Let's stick to the dynamic amp for right now, and I'm gonna dial in the pitch harmony setting. I've been really into harmonizing the guitar, and it sounds really great with this amp. I'm gonna put my pick down for this. If you're really into solos or just having a lot of really high gain lead stuff, the high gain setting is the perfect thing for you. I'm gonna pick up my pick again and turn off the pitch effect. Let's hear that in some high register stuff too. What's great is this amp also functions as an interface through a USB port, so you can use any of the effects that are on the amp into your DAW, and what's awesome is you can also turn the cab off so that it's completely silent and you're only monitoring through your headphones. Let's switch back to the clean amp and check out the effects loop. What's cool is you can run your effects through the back of the amp, and it's got a send and a return, and so it's picking up the amp's preamp and going straight to the pedals, and then you're hearing what's coming out of it. I've got the Meris Mercury 7 for some reverb, and then I have the Strymon El Capistan for some tape echo. I'm gonna go through these pedals and turn off all the effects on the amp. So the CX60 can be used just as a clean pedal platform. What's great is in addition to the two effects you have on the amp, you can add in whatever you'd like. So let's add some of the amp effects back in. I'm thinking maybe some modulation. With this amp, there really are endless possibilities. You have so much tonal variety you can cover with the two effects options, and you can also just have so many external things with whatever effects that you want. One more feature I want to check out on the amp is the boost. So what's cool is each amp has a boost tailored to its sound. So let's check that out on the clean setting. First, I'm going to play without the boost so you can hear what it sounds like, and I'm going to do that with a pick. And then let's add in the boost. So you can hear that boost is just pushing the sound that much more, and you're getting a little bit more dirt out of it. We're gonna go to the crunch amp and let's A/B the sound with the boost and without. I'm gonna turn my pedals off. Here's without the boost. Let's add the boost in. just adds that crispiness to it. In a live setting, I would use the boost, let's say in a chorus where, you know, everyone's gaining up and everything's getting super loud and you want this guitar part to stick out. That would just give you that bit of a push to just stand out. When I first started playing around with this amp, I really liked the familiarity of the effects because I've run into Helix floor before, just having the sounds that felt similar to what I've already worked with. And then also what's great is it has a headphone port, so if you want to just practice with cans on, you can do that easily. And if you wanted to, you can even put the amp down to 30 watts or half wattage. So there's a lot of versatility in what you can do with this. I could definitely see myself or others using this in the studio because again, it has that USB recording, so you can use it as an interface and use any of the built-in effects, which there's such a wide variety on there. I could also see myself using this around town and playing local gigs because it's just an easy amp to carry around and it's a clean pedal platform and it's great for any setting. To find out more about the Line 6 Catalyst CX60 amp, go to guitarcenter.com, contact one of their expert gear advisors, or check it out yourself at your local GC.